Yeah, special dedication. I'm sending this one out to you and you and you and you. I said to you and you and you. She cold-blooded. I love how we melt in the ice. She like the sunshine of my life, cause all I see is a hot...
It's Friday, October 19. Welcome back to Foxy Games UK. I'm Fox, your source of regular, reliable gaming news and rumour. So the past few weeks has been pretty hectic in terms of getting content on the channel, literally every weekday and the odd Saturday. I think I may have put out 11 to 12 videos max just over the past 10 days or so, but unfortunately I was unable to play many games during that period because life gets in the way, and I'm pretty sure this affects many YouTubers. Time management with your regular job, family and friend commitments, general socializing is hard to juggle at times, and I didn't want to be one of those game channels that didn't play games. I know, right? They actually exist. So if you were wondering why there hasn't been many videos this week, I've been playing games with all the spare time I had. I managed to finally complete Assassin's Creed Origins, and now I'm more than 20 hours into Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So that's the reason I've been playing games. So with that being said, here's some news. Sony has fixed the dreaded virus-like messaging issue with a recent update. Prior to the fix, some players noticed odd messages that, once opened, would put the PS4 into some type of error loop, leading some gamers to take to social media that their PS4 was totally bricked. Except it wasn't actually bricked, you just needed to reboot the system into safe mode and voila. Though not all PS4 users are as adept with the console as others may not have realized that there was actually a quick fix. Still, it's kind of crazy that a closed environment, supposedly secure platform would fall foul to malware virus type inbox messages that mostly plague the open platform environment of the PC. Oh well, it's all fixed now though, right? Okay, in other news, PS4 exclusive Days Gone has been delayed from its original January release date to April 26 as the development team required the extra 2 months to polish the game. Now I'm not that surprised, nor am I disappointed with the delay itself, as we want the game to release in great shape, right? But I'm not too sure how I feel about some of the hypocrisy in the PlayStation community. Ever so quick to call out every single delay blip on the Xbox radar, but somewhat muted when it comes to PS4 delays. I'm sure this is like the second Days Gone delay that we've been informed of. Fanboy frolics aside, hopefully the extra 8 weeks will allow Sony Ben to release a game that can stand up to the likes of God of War, Spider-Man and Horizon Zero Dawn's level of quality. Besides, I'm pretty sure Days Gone will be a generational crossover title for PS5 with all the obvious enhancements a more powerful PlayStation can bring. Fingers crossed, huh? Okay, next up, and posted on the PlayStation.blog US by Asad Kizilbash, Vice President of Marketing over at Sony Interactive Entertainment America. Sony has detailed PlayStation Worldwide Studios release lineup for holiday 2018 going into 2019 in what the company has dubbed the next wave of PS4 games. 2018 has been a banner year for Worldwide Studios with great games like God of War, Astro Bot Rescue Mission and MLB The Show, as well as other PS4 exclusive games, each of which demonstrate what makes PlayStation the best place to play. But the Worldwide Studios team is hard at work according to Sony, and they want to give you a status check on the next wave of innovative experiences from their studios in Bend or Tokyo, San Mateo and California, London and more. Each title is varied as its hometown. First up is Deracine from the director of the excellent Bloodborne, Hidetaki Miyazaki, over at From Software, collaborating with Sony Interactive Entertainment Japan Studio, is scheduled for release exclusively for PlayStation VR on November 6. And then Days Gone. Sony have shared a change in release date for their highly anticipated title from Bend Studios. Sony recently decided to move the release of Days Gone from the crowded February timeframe to April 26, 2019. Here's a quote. While the studio is eager to see Days of Gone in the hands of fans, Bend Studio will take the opportunity to further polish Days Gone. So Days Gone is an open-world action game set in the high desert of the Pacific Northwest. Traversing harsh landscapes on their drifter bike, players must fight for resources as they attempt to survive broken roads, unpredictable weather, and attacks from other human factions, infected wildlife, and roaming freakers. Zombies. A brutal, dynamic world that is dangerous from both day and night. So, 8 weeks, it's not too disastrous. Again, we could have done without it, and there's going to be a bit of a gap between November and April. I wonder what they're going to fill it with. But next up is Concrete Genie. Developed by the Pixelopus team at PlayStation, Concrete Genie follows a bullied teenager named Ash who escapes his troubles by painting spectacular living landscapes and mischievous creatures in the walls of his abandoned hometown of Denska. Using a magical paintbrush, Ash discovers his paintings can purify Denska's polluted walls and bring life back to the town. Pixelopus is a development studio at PlayStation San Mateo campus and is targeting an early 2019 release date for Concrete Genie for the PS4 system. Sony will have more details to share in the weeks and months ahead. And then there's Everybody's Golf VR, the hit golf franchise. Everybody's Golf makes its PlayStation VR debut in spring 2019, developed by Clap Hands in association with Sony Interactive Entertainment Japan Studio. Once again, players will use the DualShock 4 or PlayStation Move motion controls to swing their virtual golf clubs. PlayStation VR allows players to experience the world of Everybody's Golf in ways they've never been able to before, getting a better sense of the terrain, reading the wind direction to evaluate shots, and more. And that's pretty much all Sony has announced for PS4 Holiday 2018 and the first part of 2019 thus far. Though Sony did cap the post off with this quote: "We know many of you will want to know about key upcoming titles such as the beta for Dreams, Blood and Truth, Death Stranding, Ghost of Tsushima, and The Last of Us Part 2. These studios are hard at work polishing up these epic PS4 games, but we aren't quite ready to share a release time frame with you. When that news is available, rest assured you'll be the first to know." Interesting. So PS4 games seem a little thin on the ground compared to previous years. And what happens for PlayStation 4 in terms of content between January and April, I hear you murmur? Well, according to the post, nada. Does this further hint at a PlayStation 5 PlayStation meeting February reveal? Maybe. Sony certainly seems to be wrapping up Gen 8, and fairly quickly. You can almost be certain a majority of those 2019/2020 PS4 exclusives will migrate over to PS5, taking full advantage of the 8 times increase in power expected with Sony's next-gen console. So really, if you're wondering which game to play first, Assassin's Creed Origins or Odyssey, although Odyssey predates Origins by 400 or something years, the gameplay is rather different, the combat's different, and a lot of things have been changed. It's more RPG with Odyssey, so for that reason you may want to play Odyssey first, but if you do play Odyssey first, you may be somewhat disappointed with Origins and the way it plays, because you'll be used to Odyssey. But if you want to do it in timeline, I would play Odyssey first and then Origins. Anyway, I'm away this weekend, so I've got a few hours to get some Assassin's Creed Odyssey in. I'm actually quite surprised at this one. I mean, I do prefer the Egypt setting of Origins, but honestly, Odyssey is the better game. I know I tweeted differently, but after 20 hours, my opinion has somewhat changed. It's easily up there with the likes of Horizon Zero Dawn and the magnificent The Witcher 3 as a third-party title in terms of content, visuals, audio, gameplay, and let me tell you, Assassin's Creed Odyssey's combat is epic on hard, I dare you. A super addictive, massively open world RPG. I hope they really stick with this formula for the future titles. I pretty much am looking forward to a game set in feudal Japan, or even the China dynasties, ancient China that is, and of course we haven't even explored Norway and the whole Vikings saga. Incidentally, if you really enjoy the combat of, say, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, or even elements of God of War, then Assassin's Creed Odyssey is going to be right up your alley. But what say you? Let us know in the comments. And do stay tuned to Foxy Games UK for everything current and next-gen gaming, and as usual, a link to all content covered today can be found in this video's description. Share your thoughts and opinions on today's news, because that unfortunately brings us to the end of yet another video, but let's continue the discussion in the comments. And for more regular PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch and next-gen news updates, subscribe to Foxy Games UK. And if you're new, Particularly if you're new, remember to hit the notification bell so you never miss content. Thumbs up if you liked the video, and help us reach more like-minded gamers simply by sharing this video. And if you really like what I do, you can show some love, support the cause, consider supporting Foxy Games UK via Patreon, and or snag yourself a Foxy Games UK branded tee or hoodie available in white, grey and military green. You'll find both Patreon and Foxy Games UK merchandising links in this video's description. Very much appreciated for the support there. And so there we have it. Until the next video, always remember, play games, not corporations. Have a great weekend, everybody.